912-659-2752. Germain Fields and Like Father, Like Son's Lawn Care. Come on now, we all know cutting grass and manicuring that lawn is a love-or-hate relationship. No matter which side you sit on, you can count on Germain Fields and Like Father, Like Son Lawn Care to do that thing you hate, or give you that needed break from what you love. 912-659-2752. Like Father, Like Son. Whether it's pressure washing, lawn maintenance, trimming and edging, landscaping jobs, large or small, you can count on Germain. An Effingham alum, 4-year volunteer defensive coordinator at EC Middle, 3 kids and a wife, Kelly, all big fans. Like Father, Like Sons invest in the community and will do the same for you. Whether on the sidelines for ECHS games or giving some EC insight to Low Country Radio Sports' Charlie Moon, Germain is always ready to make that yard fabulous. Of course, unless EC's about to score.
Moncrief Square, 912-800-5258. D and Jimmy Moncrief love some Rebel football, and you're going to love Moncrief Square. 4 distinct venues, and oh man, that gorgeous, nostalgic, rustic feel. Moncrief has exactly what you need, large or small, quaint or extravagant. 912-800-5258. For that special performance or that once-in-a-lifetime wedding, don't leave life's special moments in the red zone. Score big. Call Moncrief. Say hello to Teresa. She'll take care of you.
This call is now being recorded.
912-800-5258.
5, 4, 3, 2. What's going on, Rebel Nation? Effingham County football. You're listening to Effingham County football and John Ford show late in the season. And right now, from what I hear, the rumor, the head coach John Ford is in the locker room, straightening things up to get ready for that big game tomorrow. Is that true, Coach Ford?
That is accurate. That is why he chose. So, not glamorous. He wouldn't want to do anything else.
Gotta love it. Let's go ahead and dig right into it. You guys had a big win against the Rat Wolves, 35-12 last week. Jerry Wallace had a great game. You guys got Miguel Allen going. You hit a couple big plays with Jimmy Allen. Big time 6-3 play later on that outside. And then John Ford, good, not John, Matthew Ford, good gracious alive. He is coming out so much.
John Ford was so I promise you that.
I hear you. You're
John
humble,
Ford,
y'all.
washed.
I hear you. Humble. And I should have passed it down to you guys. But and then Matthew Ford, he was 80%, 20 of 25 on the night, had a couple touchdown passes as well. You gotta like the way Matthew Ford has come along.
Yeah, he does a great job every day in the weight room, does a great job every day in the film room and on the practice field, and we're really happy for him that he's able to translate all those things to success on the game field. And I think he was at one point 16-17 to start things off, so that always puts you in a pretty good position.
And Kerry Wallace and Miguel Allen. We got a couple guys like that. They're not like technically scat backs, but that's kind of like the old school version I kind of think of. You try to get them the ball in space. They got some feet. They got wheels. They're fast, but they also got some feet too.
There's no doubt. They can go, and the good coach just thinks players, not plays, and try to get them the ball. And let them do what they do best, do what they've been blessed to do.
Now I know when I get off the horn with you, I'm gonna be heading out to Wild Wings, watching college football and some NFL football tonight, and getting some really, really strong, fast Wi-Fi so I can edit these podcasts and get some other stuff online. What's your food of choice?
So you're going to Wild Wings in Poole?
Well, I live in Statesboro.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to get some lemon pepper. I'm from Atlanta. I feel like lemon pepper wings are, the unofficial food of Atlanta, and so you got to get some lemon pepper wings for me.
Lemon pepper wings. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get some lemon pepper wings tonight in honor of Effingham County football coach, head coach John Ford. You know why? Because Charlie Moon. Now, I don't know if y'all got any T-shirts big enough for me, but if you did, I would be sporting an Effingham County shirt tomorrow all night long. I don't care, because as broadcasters, we can talk about that. I know coaches don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the P word. I don't want to talk about the playoffs. I don't want to talk about scoreboard watching, but we can do it. That's how we roll. That's what we do. That's kind of, it's not a full-time job, but that's our job. That's what we do. So I'm going to mention it, and you don't have to talk about it, but tomorrow is a big game. For particular seedings, I'll just leave it like that. Speaking of the P word really quick, I'm not going to ask you to say that P word, because it's been flying around a lot of Savannah media outlets with you. So what would be a word that starts with P for you that you could replace that with?
I don't even know. I'm not that articulate, my friend.
What about food?
Well, I'm a Spanish teacher by trade, so we could go to Spain and get some good paella.
There you go. Paella. P-A-E. Was it L-L, I guess, the Spanish Y?
P-A-E-L-L-A. And you might not be able to get that at your random Tex-Mex restaurant. You have to go somewhere where somebody knows what they're doing to get some good paella.
Okay. All right. Well, tomorrow it's Statesboro. We talked about your playmakers, but Statesboro's got they got a few big time playmakers too. Jalen and Kaylin Michael. I met their parents at about a month ago, Buffalo Wild Wings, and those kids, if they're half as good as solid as their parents are, they got to be great kids, but they're also great athletes too. They talked about a couple of private schools in the Savannah area were trying to steal in the last 2 or 3 years, and they kind of left the decision up to them. But they said their sons knew they were Statesboro kids. They were born and raised here. Statesboro raised them, and they just felt like, nope, I don't want to leave, because then I'd be going to a private school that's going to turn right back around and play us. And no, I'm not going to do that. This community raising, I'm going to stay here. So kudos to them for doing that. But Jalen and Kaylin, quarterback, they're probably about 50-50 in their play calls, pass plays versus run. But Jalen usually first read. If that guy's not there, he has discipline. He doesn't force things because he knows he's got some feet and he can really scoot.
There's no doubt. They are just electric playmakers. They can run. They're strong. They're tough. They play the game the right way. You can't watch kids like that play the game and not respect how they play the game, if that makes sense. And so just a lot of respect for how they go about their business. They are dynamic on the field, and if everything you say is true, then they're obviously of the highest character off the field. So a lot of respect for them and honor to be competing against them.
And then they got a third guy at the skill spot, Jordan Lovett. He's a heck of a running back as well.
There's no doubt, and they do a lot formationally with those guys. They move them around. They'll be they'll kind of be everywhere. And you'd think they're in 10 personnel, but they come out in a 20 personnel formation, and they create a lot of problems for you that way. And then obviously all they need is a crease, and they can flip it quick for you.
At some point you're getting ready for a big time ball game, and I'm going to say the word pizza for pizza seating. It is important as far as pizza seating goes, but it's at what point at night do you finally just kind of, or do you turn the switch off totally? I know you gotta have that family and the kids time and the notorious PUG Franks hanging around the house somewhere. You got to do all that, but at the same time, it's like, how hard is it to turn off that switch, or can you ever really totally turn the switch off?
Yeah, it's always kind of there, I guess, ruminating in the background, and that's, like I said, that's the life we chose, and we're blessed to do it. It ain't a 9-to-5 job, so you're always thinking about different things and situations and setups and things like that. So it's always there, but family time is family time, and sleep time is sleep time, and you got to take care of yourself too. There's got to be self-care. You got to do things you enjoy and hobbies and things like that to take care of yourself, or this game, this business will burn you out quick.
So true. I'm sitting here at home now recording this show now, and some of those same things fall in some of the same lines that a high school football broadcasters face. I can't say we spend as much. I spend as much time as you guys, but I don't, because
as much time on Fridays as we do.
Well, yeah, on Friday. Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. And to do it right, and I respect the profession, number one, even though it's not a full-time job for me. I respect the profession enough. and the product that we're putting out there in the area that we're putting it out there in South Georgia, which is one of the top hotbeds of high school football in the country. I respect enough to make sure you put out quality work, and part of that is preparing and talking to people and putting together spotting boards and all that stuff. So there's a lot of time spent in that, and I'm sitting here at home now, and a lot of times I don't even see Serena the girls until 11:30 at night when I either get home from another show or from another broadcast or prepping or whatever. So I feel you on that one. Now I'm not cleaning field houses at 6 o'clock after a practice. So, but nevertheless, I digress. I'm going to stop rambling on that and get back to some X's and O's here real quick. When you came into this season, I remember you talking about some, the goals in general were to get started fast in that non-conference schedule, and go compete for a region championship and get into the playoffs, and then from there it's kind of the yellow brick road. There's no telling what can happen from there. But as far as what you thought you would be at this point in the season, take yourself back to preseason. Are you there?
Oh gosh, I don't know if you ever feel like you're there as a coach. You hope to progress a little bit every day and every week, and proud of our kids for doing that. And I guess we'll know Friday because we play a really good team on Friday.
Now I know you guys don't want to talk about paella or pizza seating, but it's got to be difficult to keep that from the players. I mean, because they're kids. They're 15, 16, 17. Maybe you got a few guys in there that's 14 or 18. Who knows? But how do you make sure that they don't talk about paella?
Well, I mean, it's real easy. All you got to do is flip on the film and see pictures and video of those Statesboro playmakers, and that puts the task at hand in a proper frame of reference real quick. That you ain't got to worry about all that stuff. You got to worry about stopping these guys, and their defense is outstanding. We haven't talked enough about that, and that defensive front is stout. So you turn on the film of that real quick, and then you realize you got your work cut out for you Friday, and then you realize all that other stuff will take care of itself if we just handle our business. And if we don't, you kind of deserve what you get.
Yeah, you mentioned their defensive front, and I was looking up their roster for the names of those two defensive tackles they got. Their numbers were in the 90s. Those two kids are, as we call them, they are dudes. I mean, they're big, they're strong, and they got feet. They got wheels. They can run. They can stretch the field, and they can get in the backfield in the heartbeat. They're tough.
They are tough. They're well coached. They take on blocks well. They're aggressive. They've got a very sound defensive scheme to where, because their kids are well coached, you think you might be able to get numbers in a certain formation, but they run hard to the ball. They take on blocks well. And, what you thought might be a good play turns out to be a 2-yard gain, and you're sitting there 2nd and 8 and then 3rd and 7. It's tough sledding. Yeah, and then Jeff Kaiser, I think this is year 3 for him or 4. This is the first year that and I live in Statesboro. I've been here for 5-6 years, and people around Statesboro, this is kind of the first year that the team feels like they've taken on the mentality of their head coach. And if folks out there know anything about Jeff Kaiser, he's got a big-time heart, and he's got that soft spot. But boy, is he a tough son of a you-know-what. Yeah, hard-nosed. Great ball coach. Hard-nosed. Does it the right way. And if his kids take on his personality, you should consider yourself fortunate if you ever play his team and get out with a win, because you definitely earned it.
Yep, last year, and my first impression of him and meeting him and talking to him was last year when they came to Richmond Hill, about game 6 or 7, and he was up in our press box, and I didn't really know what was going on, and I thought he came by and said hello, and I was just kind of wondering. I didn't ask him, hey, why are you up here? Because head coaches don't spend that time in the box in the game. They're almost always down the field, and then their 94.9 Eagle team and some of those guys I know, they told me, it's like, he just got out of the hospital yesterday. He was there for 90 days battling COVID. And I was like, oh my gosh, just 90 days in the hospital, and within 24 hours, he's helping coach his football team. So that kind of gives you the picture there. We're going to round it out with a little fun here. I'm sorry, one more serious question. It's got to be big tonight or tomorrow night that you guys are playing at home in Springfield instead of going on a shoot. Y'all take the challenge no matter where you play them, in a parking lot, wherever. But it's got to feel great knowing you're going to be playing in front of your guys, your fans, for such a big game.
Yeah, and just hope the weather stays nice, and it should be a great night for high school football in Southeast Georgia. Ain't nothing like being a Rebel on Friday night in Georgia. I promise you that.
All right, now how's the fam at home?
Everybody's doing good. We're blessed beyond measure, my friend. I appreciate you asking.
And Frank?
Frank is living the dream. There is not a dog that fell into the dog lottery more than the notorious PUG. With 3 little girls running around, he gets plenty of exercise. He gets plenty of attention and affection, and he's got it as good as any of us do. I promise. We should all be so lucky.
I mean, I'm sitting here right now looking at one of my dogs. I got 2 dogs, Russell and Pippa. They have, I'm not kidding, they have couches to choose from that are theirs. They got one big couch in the living room. We got the 3 TVs set up in here because, there's just sports things that come on, and that's just who I am. But then there's the floor's got this plush carpet, and it's their carpet. And then the couch, and then there's another small couch in the bedroom. They can choose from that. I'm sitting here looking at them. So the notorious PUG has got him. He's got his life as well there. That's good to hear.
Yeah, he's the king of his kingdom, if you ask him.
Awesome. I'm gonna round it out with this. Tomorrow night, that game will be over around 10 o'clock, 10-ish, something like that. In Springfield, you're going to be in Springfield. You'll probably still be around the stadium. The game will be finished just before 10 o'clock or somewhere around 10 o'clock. If you had your mental picture where you would be and what you would be doing, what would it be?
Oh, gosh, give my girls a hug after a big Rebel victory.
Hey, nice way to round it out right there. Hey, Coach Ford, I don't know if you finished cleaning the field house yet, but I am going to get off the horn with you, and I am going to take my computer and take it to Wild Wings and get me some lemon pepper wings, and I'm going to be chomping about it, and I'm going to be thinking about head coach John Ford and the guys in Evanston County getting a big W tomorrow against Statesboro. Good luck. Have a good night.
Lemon pepper wings, all flats, blue cheese, and you'll be an honorary Atlantan, my friends. Lemon pepper, flats, blue cheese.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call them and tell them to have me 20 of them waiting on me. Hey, good luck tomorrow night. Everybody stay safe on the ball field. Hope nobody gets hurt. That's the number one thing. And number 2, go get you a big-time W, my man.
God willing, my friend. I appreciate you.
912-659-2752. Jermaine Fields and Like Father Like Son's Lawn Care. Come on now. We all know cutting grass and manicuring that lawn is a love-or-hate relationship. No matter which side you sit on, you can count on Jermaine Fields and Like Father Like Son Lawn Care to do that thing you hate or give you that needed break from what you love. 912-659-2752. Like Father Like Son. Whether it's pressure washing, lawn maintenance, trimming and edging, landscaping jobs, large or small, you can count on Jermaine. An Effingham alum, 4-year volunteer defensive coordinator at EC Middle, 3 kids and a wife, Kelly, all big fans. Like Father Like Sons invest in the community and will do the same for you. Whether on the sidelines for ECHS games or giving some EC insight to Low Country Radio Sports' Charlie Moon, Jermaine is always ready to make that yard fabulous. Of course, unless EC's about to score.
Moncrief Square, 912-800-5258. D and Jimmy Moncrief love some Rebel football, and you're going to love Moncrief Square. 4 distinct venues, and oh man, that gorgeous, nostalgic, rustic feel. Moncrief has exactly what you need, large or small, quaint or extravagant. 912-800-5258. For that special performance or that once-in-a-lifetime wedding, don't leave life's special moments in the red zone. Score big. Call Moncrief. Say hello to Teresa. She'll take care of you. 912-800-5258.